Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find the first derivative of sine x using the limit definition of the derivative. First derivative of sine x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of sine x plus h minus sine x divided by h. Now recall from either a trigonometry course or a pre-calculus course that the sum of x plus h inside of sine is equal to sine x times, cosine h plus cosine of x times sine h. Using that, I can rewrite this entire limit. So I have this sum here, the sum of angles inside of sine, split up here using the identity, minus sine x in my numerator divided by h. So now I'm going to rewrite this as two separate fractions. Okay, so here I rewrote this as two separate fractions, and then I split up the limit across the two fractions. And in case you're wondering why I did that, this is going to help us use these two facts. And these two facts are from the warm-up if you're following along in my Canvas course. That is the limit as h approaches 0 of cosine of h minus 1 over h is equal to 0, and the limit as h approaches 0 of sine h over h is equal to 1. Since our limits are all in terms of h's, I can factor out the sine x from both of these terms, bring the sine x out front, and I'll have a cosine of h minus 1 remaining divided by h. I can do the same thing here, that is, factor this cosine x out to the front, leaving just sine h over h. Now that that is done, clearly we can see the desirable limits here. That is, the limit of, as h approaches 0, of cosine of h minus 1 over h just becomes 0. Just becomes 0, so this entire part will go away, since I'm left with sine x times 0. And then here I have this limit, which equals to 1, so I'll end up with the sum of, or adding cosine of x times 1, leaving me just a cosine of x. So here's a key concept to memorize. The derivative of sine x is equal to cosine x. This will come back to haunt you your entire math and physics career, so please memorize this. I hope the content of this video was helpful.